Your dog walks over quietly. No bark, no whine, no big dramatic signal. Just one soft paw placed on your arm, your leg, your chest, or your hand. And for a second, it feels like your dog is trying to say something. Maybe they want love, maybe they want attention, maybe they need something, or maybe something in the room has made them unsure. That is why this small gesture matters, because a paw on you may look simple, but it can mean very different things depending on the moment around it. And the mistake many owners make is trying to translate the paw by itself. But dogs do not communicate through one signal alone. They communicate through patterns, their eyes, their ears, their mouth, their posture, their movement, their timing. So today, we are going to decode the paw sign, not as a magical answer, not as one fixed meaning, but as a quiet behavior that may help you understand what your dog is asking for, seeking, or feeling. The first meaning is the one most owners hope for. Sometimes, when your dog places a paw on you during a calm moment, it may be part of connection. Maybe you are sitting on the couch. Your dog is beside you. You are gently petting their chest or shoulder. Then your hand stops. A few seconds later, their paw lands softly on your arm. In this situation, your dog may be asking for the moment to continue. Not because they are speaking in human words. Not because the paw always means affection. But because your attention, your touch, and your closeness may feel rewarding to them. The paw becomes part of the interaction. You pet them. They touch you. You look at them. The bond continues. But here is the important part. A paw during petting does not automatically mean, I love you. It may suggest comfort or connection, but the rest of the body matters. A relaxed dog may have soft eyes, loose muscles, a relaxed mouth, and an easy posture. But if the paw comes with a stiff body, a turned head, pinned ears, lip licking, or sudden stillness, the message may be different. So before you decide what the paw means, ask one question. Does my dog's whole body look relaxed? Because the paw is only one clue. The second meaning is attention. This is one of the most common patterns owners notice. You are looking at your phone. You are working on your laptop. You are watching TV. Your dog sits beside you, waiting quietly. Then you feel it. Tap, a paw on your arm. You look down, you smile. You say their name, maybe you pet them. And just like that, your dog has learned something. The paw worked. Some dogs may paw because the behavior has been rewarded before. If pawing brings eye contact, talking, petting, food, play, or access to something they want, the behavior can become stronger over time. This does not mean your dog is being bad. It does not mean your dog is trying to control you. It may simply mean your dog has learned a pattern. Paw equals attention. Attention feels good. So the paw happens again. Here is where owners can gently observe themselves. What do you usually do right after the paw? Do you always laugh? Do you always touch them? Do you always give them food? Do you always stop what you are doing? If yes, your dog may have learned that pawing is a useful way to communicate, and that is not automatically a problem. If the paw is gentle and you enjoy it, it can be part of your relationship. But if it becomes constant, rough, or inconvenient, you can calmly teach another way to ask. A sit, a quiet wait, a chin rest, going to their bed, bringing a toy instead of scratching. The goal is not to punish the paw. The goal is to show your dog a clearer, calmer way to communicate. Because sometimes the paw is not the problem. The paw is the request. The third meaning appears around routines. This is when your dog paws you near the door, near the leash, near their bowl, near a toy, or around the same time every day. In those moments, the paw may be connected to expectation. Maybe they want to go outside. Maybe they are asking to play. Maybe dinner time is close. Maybe the walk usually happens now. Maybe their routine changed, and they are trying to bring your attention back to it. Dogs are very good at learning patterns in daily life. They may know which shoes mean a walk. They may know which cabinet holds treats. They may know when you usually pick up the leash. They may know when you normally feed them. So if your dog paws you in one of these moments, do not only look at the paw. Look at the scene. A paw near the door is different from a paw during cuddles. A paw beside an empty bowl is different from a paw while you are eating. A paw near a toy is different from a paw while your dog is trembling during thunder. The same behavior can have a different meaning because the situation changes. That is the quiet rule of dog behavior. Context changes the message. So before asking, what does the paw mean? Ask, where are we? What just happened? What usually happens next? And what does my dog seem to be expecting? The fourth meaning is learned habit. This one can sneak up on owners. A puppy may paw naturally during play. A young dog may paw once during petting. An adult dog may paw during dinner and get a bite from the table. At first, it seems cute. Then it happens again. Then it becomes stronger. Soon the dog is pawing when they want food, attention, play, or access. Not because they are plotting, not because they are being dominant, but because the behavior has a history. It worked before, and behaviors that work often repeat. This is why some dogs paw softly, while others become more forceful. A gentle paw may feel sweet. A scratching paw may hurt. A paw during meals may become frustrating. A paw at guests may become too much. When this happens, the safest question is not, is my dog trying to be alpha? A better question is, what has this paw been getting my dog? If pawing brings excitement, snacks, attention, or access, your dog may repeat it, so you can respond with consistency. Reward the calmer behavior you want. Pause when the pawing becomes too intense. Ask for a simple alternative. This keeps the communication kind, but clearer. And it protects the relationship from becoming confusing. Because dogs do not need harsh correction to understand us. They need patterns they can learn. The fifth meaning is comfort, seeking, or uncertainty. This is where the paw becomes more delicate. Sometimes your dog may place a paw on you when the room feels different. Thunder outside, guests at the door, a loud noise, a new environment. Your dog comes close. Their body is not fully loose. Their eyes may move around the room. Their ears may shift back. They may lick their lips, or seem unable to settle. Then comes the paw. In this context, pawing may be connected to uncertainty, or a search for reassurance. But this must be said carefully. Pawing alone does not diagnose anxiety. It only becomes more meaningful when it appears with other signs. Low body posture, tucked tail, trembling, repeated yawning, lip licking, avoiding eye contact, restlessness. If your dog paws you while showing several of these signs, they may need support, not panic, not pressure. Support. That could mean creating distance from what is worrying them, giving them a quiet place to settle, reducing noise or crowding, letting them choose whether to approach, avoiding forced interaction. And if the behavior is sudden, severe, connected with aggression, connected with signs of pain, or worrying you, it is safest to speak with a veterinarian or a qualified free behavior professional. Because the paw can be a clue, but your dog's safety and comfort come from reading the whole picture. The sixth meaning may surprise some owners. Sometimes a paw may not mean keep going. Sometimes, depending on body language, it may mean slow down. Imagine this: someone is petting a dog again and again. The dog does not leave, but their body becomes still. Their mouth closes. Their head turns slightly away. Their ears shift back. Then a paw lifts. Many owners may read that as affection. But if the body looks tense, the paw may be part of a more complicated signal. This is why a small pause can teach you a lot. Stop petting for a few seconds. If your dog leans in, stays loose, nudges your hand, they may want the interaction to continue. If your dog turns away, moves off, freezes, licks their lips, or stays tense, they may be asking for a break. That pause is not rejection. It is respect. It gives your dog a choice. And when your dog learns that their small signals are noticed, this is one of the quietest ways trust can grow. Not by guessing perfectly, but by listening carefully. The seventh meaning is emotional closeness. As sometimes the paw happens when there is no obvious request. No food nearby, no door nearby, no toy nearby, no loud noise, no pressure. Your dog is simply beside you. Then a paw rests on you. Soft, still, quiet. In that moment, it is fair to say the paw may be part of staying close. Contact with their person may feel comforting. For some dogs, touch may be part of how they maintain connection. For some dogs, being near you may be part of their routine of safety. But we still do not need to turn it into a perfect translation. This may be one way your dog stays connected to you, and sometimes that is enough. Some signals are small, some are gentle, some are simply part of the relationship you have built together. And that brings us to the most important point in this whole video. The paw may not have one meaning, it may have a pattern. The real question is not what does every dog mean when they paw. The better question is, what does my dog usually mean when they paw in this exact moment? During petting, near food, when you are distracted, it may be attention. When the body is tense, it may suggest uncertainty, and in calm closeness, so here is a simple way to decode it. First, notice the situation. Where are you? What happened right before the paw? What usually happens after it? Second, notice the body. Are the muscles loose or stiff? Are the eyes soft or wide? Are the ears relaxed or pinned back? Is the mouth relaxed or tight? Is the tail loose, still, tucked, or high and tense? Third, notice the pattern. Does the paw happen before walks, before food, during cuddles, when guests arrive, when you stop paying attention? Fourth, notice change. Is this normal for your dog, or did it suddenly begin? A sudden change does not automatically mean something is wrong. But if it comes with distress, pain signs, aggression, major routine changes, or unusual behavior, it deserves careful attention and professional guidance. The paw sign is powerful because it reminds us that dogs are often communicating before they make a bigger signal. A small touch, a shift in posture, a glance toward the door, a paw on your arm. These little moments can be easy to miss, but when you start noticing them, your dog becomes easier to understand. Not because you can translate every movement perfectly, but because you begin to see the pattern behind the behavior. And that is where the bond becomes deeper. The next time your dog places a paw on you, pause for 1 second. Do not rush to label it. Look at their eyes. Look at their ears. Look at their body. Look at the room. Look at what happened before. Look at what your dog expects from you next. Because the message may not be in the paw alone. It may be in the whole moment around it. A paw can be a request, a habit, a search for attention, a sign of closeness, a clue of uncertainty, or simply your dog's gentle way of keeping contact with the person they know best. And when you learn to read that small signal with care, you are not just understanding a behavior, you are understanding the relationship behind it. So tell us in the comments, when your dog puts their paw on you, what usually happens next? Do they want attention, food, play, comfort, or closeness? Share your dog's paw habit below, because sometimes the smallest gesture tells the biggest story.